Welcome back, everyone, to 1090. I am Andy. This is Todd, and tonight we're going to wrap up another wonderful year of Bourbon County Stout releases.
A really good year.
A really strong year. 2023 releases.
Amazing
did
year.
not disappoint.
No.
All 6 had their value. One had to come in 6th, one had to come in 1st, but I can tell you right now, you're probably not going to be disappointed with most or almost all of this lot.
Yes.
So without further ado, let's start with number 6.
Already, there has to be one that comes in last. Yep. And actually, if you watch the videos, I think it's pretty obvious. It was the Bananas Foster. So, not that it was horrible, but to me, it was more cinnamon forward than, it was just all over. It was not.
It seemed like a one-trick pony.
Yeah.
It was over, too much cinnamon. The banana was there, but it was faint. The nose was beautiful. Like the banana bread nose was great.
That's true.
The palate did not match.
And compared to the other ones,
and considering how great everything else, because 5 to 1 are all
hitters,
ridiculously good.
Yes.
This one just kind of drifted to the bottom. So number 6, Bananas Foster, but number 5 coming at you next.
All right, now the 1 through 5, very difficult, and I can't believe number 5 came where it is, because when we first did it, we thought it was being really high. What was it?
Well, it was the first one we sipped on was the base, and we were blown away by how good it is. And you always say, right? Hey, if the base is good, the rest of the lot's going to be good.
That's what happened here.
And actually, it teed up well. Yeah. What made this one stand out from other releases is this base felt more like a longer aged version of the traditional Bourbon County Stout. Gone were those heavy, dry, figgy notes that can kind of come through and permeate Bourbon County Stout. Enter some of those really nice, big, deep, chocolate-rich, decadent notes.
The oak tannins came through.
Yeah,
it was
we
really
thought
good.
for
Dark fruits.
We thought easily this was going to get higher.
And that's how good this lot was.
And that just tells you that 1 through 4 were that good. So number 4 coming at you next.
All right, coming at number 4 was something that we both loved, and
Deliberation.
We deliberated a little bit for it. It came in 4 because I think the overall aspect, it was very juice forward.
We couldn't agree on this one. So I will say this: I probably had this a little bit higher than Todd did, which is okay.
It's fantastic, but for barrel-aged beer,
this is a throwback to 2017. 10 years later, it was the Backyard Rye turned into the Backyard Stout. It is a glorious pour. It's really, really good.
I agree. I like it too.
Yes, I think your point about maybe being a little bit too juice forward.
There you go.
Maybe the reason why it landed a little lower. And I'm thinking maybe that 2017, because we've had it before, the spiciness of the rye barrel may have actually complemented that.
Yes.
And so possibly the bourbon addition may be why this fell just a little bit short of where we want it to be.
Still amazing.
I'm all over this. I love this though. It's really, really good.
You're going to grab a couple of these, aren't you?
I'm going to grab a few. Don't worry, it's probably going to age very well too.
True.
With that being said, we got 3 more on the way. Number 3 coming at you. Todd, you like yourself a little bit of bourbon, right?
I do, man.
All right, tell us about number 3.
Well, you said this was a bourbon drinkers Bourbon County Stout, and I agree. It's the Eagle Rare 2-year reserve, and we get those bourbon notes, but you also get that chocolate fudginess that I love so much. It was a fantastic.
Not overly decadent. What I loved about this was this is the first and probably most prominent barrel influence we've seen on a Bourbon County Stout in a long time.
Yeah, the double barrel was good. The birthday bourbon.
I think the 25-year Knob Creek may be the closest one that comes to this.
It's a fantastic.
But the tannic notes on this, the oak notes really pops more than most in the past. Love this one.
Grab
really
this, drink one now, grab another one if you can.
I agree. It's going to age beautifully.
There's only 2 left though.
Let's see what they are.
All right, there's only 2. We have 2 left, 2 really amazing and different variants. What came in number 2?
All right, our friends out in Bardstown at Angel's Envy, they make some good juice out there, but we were really anticipating what's this Angel's Envy going to look like finishing the 20 port barrels. The 1 year spent in the Angel's Envy and then transferred to the Portuguese port barrels did this thing right. I absolutely love this. You loved this.
I did.
Again, we delivered between this and the backyard, but yeah. This was just a little bit more complex. I think the age helped a lot.
What I love about this, it had the year in those Angel's Envy casks, and then you switch it over to the 20 port barrels for a whole year. Not only you get those chocolate fudgy notes from the Angel's Envy, but then you get the port barrel, that juiciness. It just melted really well together.
I think this is a little bit more complex in the backyard, which may be why it got that slight nod above it.
Yes.
Both of them great, but this is fantastic. A little bit pricier on that, but you may want to sit on this too because I think it's going to age beautifully as well. 1 left. Process of elimination tells you it's coming.
All right, Andy, every year we say it.
Not going to work.
It's not going to work.
That flavor just does not work. That combination is crazy. This is never going to happen. It's going to be last. And
I don't think I like it.
unanimously, you and I both said
we don't think this is going to be
this
good.
year is just dynamite.
And what happened?
Number one, rice pudding. A rice pudding inspired beer. We just didn't think it was going to work. And once again,
amazing.
It proved us wrong.
It's so well balanced.
It really, that's the point of this. Every ingredient in there worked to a T to balance this thing out. My only knock on this is that only people in Chicago can get this, because I wish it would release this to everybody, because it's just that
We have to
good.
find another way to get in the bottle.
Yeah, I would love to get another one. It is fantastic.
It is so freaking good. The brown sugar, the cassia bark, the
Dark
raisins,
fruits and the raisins, all the
toasted
works really
rice.
well together.
It's just, and it's not cloying sweet. It's I think it is definitely the best
They are
of the best.
continually impressing with what they do with the proprietor out there, with their
You're right.
experimental
I wish we could
brews.
get this.
And so my only knock is
right.
I wish everybody could see it. But there you go. So hey, what are your thoughts? What was your favorite? Were you a Bananas Foster person? Did you love that more than anything else? Hey, let us know. Tell us we're crazy. We would love to know what you guys are thinking out there. We will banter back and forth with it, because we love everything Bourbon County Stout. We've been doing this for years now, and we get excited every Thanksgiving for these releases. So we hope you've enjoyed this series.
Yeah, it gives you some tips of what we thought, and then when you go out and buy them, come back and let us know.
If you like anything beer, bourbon, and rock and roll, hey,
That's right.
hit the subscribe
We're here
button.
all year.
Click that little bell in the corner. Come join us. Join our Patreon family. It's one of the coolest in the biz. We're doing an advent calendar right now that's absolutely fantastic. You can tune and see some of our live streams.
Yes.
Which, by the way, we do go live every Tuesday night. Glam and
join
Trance,
us.
come join us.
Beer, bourbon, rock and roll.
Beer, bourbon, and rock and roll. For the words of Joel Elliott, the front man for the greatest band of this and/or any generation. Until next time.
Oh, and there will be next time.
Cheers, and
Rock on.
rock on.
What a great year. That was a fantastic year.